After the unveiling of the new budget comes the challenge of raising the money required to fund the programs and initiatives laid out in the expenditure plan, coming at a time of reduced economic output. The National Treasury is now proposing a new raft of tax measures, largely targeting small and medium-sized enterprises, which it hopes will contribute some close to 39 billion shillings. Victor Kiprop has more.
About 40 minutes after 2 o'clock this afternoon, National Treasury Cabinet Secretary Ukur Yatani walked down the stairs of the National Treasury headquarters wearing a big smile. A quick photo opportunity, and then to Parliament buildings for his historic first budget presentation to Parliament.
The financial year 2020-21 budget responds to the current challenges facing Kenyans, businesses and the economy at large in the wake of COVID-19 pandemic. It's in this context that we have chosen the theme for this budget as stimulating the economy to safeguard livelihoods, jobs, businesses, and industrial recovery. In the financial year 2020-21, county governments have been allocated Kenya shilling 369.9 billion, which comprises 1. Kenya shilling 316.5 billion as equitable share, Kenya shilling 13.7 billion as additional conditional allocation from the national government, Kenya shilling 30.2 billion being external loans and grants, and Kenya shilling 9.4 billion from the Roads Maintenance Levy Fund.
But how will the government finance this 2.7 trillion shillings budget amid stagnated revenues and narrowing fiscal space, and amid a coronavirus pandemic that has decimated the tax base and rendered thousands jobless? While the National Treasury projects that ordinary revenues will stand at 1.63 trillion shillings, the Parliamentary Budget Office projects that revenues could go below 1.5 trillion shillings. The country will once again be forced to borrow an extra 840 billion shillings from the domestic and external markets, exerting more pressure on the country's already constrained fiscal space.
Our chosen fiscal consolidation plan has been adversely affected by the events over the last 6 months. In this respect, we are now targeting a fiscal deficit of 8.3% of GDP in financial year 2019-2020. To achieve these targets, we will continue to contain growth in non-core recurrent spending and enhance our efforts in revenue mobilization. In this respect, we shall closely monitor the economic impact of COVID-19, and once the economy recovers, we'll review our fiscal plan, including tax measures, to strengthen public finances to sustainably fund our development agenda.
In this financial year, the government is targeting to raise 38.9 billion shillings from a raft of new tax measures that will now see loss-making farms pay 1% minimum tax on their gross turnover, while farms offering digital services will now pay a 1.5% tax levied on the value of the transaction. Victor Kiprop, NTV.